If that's the case, I'm one ugly woman. Hello everyone, I'm Taylor Bambico. I'm a self-published author, both young adult and adult, and today I'm going to be talking about another work in progress I have. Though I already have 3 projects I'm working on, this one just came to my attention that apparently I need to actually elaborate on. This particular one being a short story I wrote about a decade ago and I actually released it back in, I think it was 2015. And that's all it was supposed to be, a short story. Just, okay, I wrote it, that's how I'm going to leave it. But it turns out some people want a little bit more of the story, so I guess I'm going to be writing a sequel to it. And this particular short story in question is Bigfoot. I don't have an actual title for it. I mean, it'll be Bigfoot, but I'm not sure if it's going to be like Bigfoot Returns or Bigfoot Strikes Again or Return of Bigfoot. I'm not sure. I'll figure that out. It's just going to be something simple right now. Bigfoot 2 or Part 2. But I'll get a better title for it in time, I swear! And then tonight while I'm at my day job, I'm talking to one of our regular customers, and he actually was reading the short story, and he's like, "That's it? What? That's how you're going to leave it hanging?" And he goes, "I thought you were going to do more with Bigfoot." And at this point, I'm like, okay, hang on, man. The video I'm talking about this in, it's a work in progress. She uses this vehicle, sure, in this one spot, and then I had to cut to where she goes to her house and does that shootout with law enforcement. And I'm like, okay, yeah, this truck is going to appear in more than one spot, probably, if not in this book, and probably the 3rd book, if I do a 3rd book. I'm not sure if I'm going to actually wrap it up in this 2nd book, or if there's going to be a 3rd book for my urban fantasy series. But then he's like, no, I like that horror stuff with the mythical beast and all that. And then it hits me, and I'm like, oh, you're talking about the short story! I actually forgot that story was still available. So while he was telling me this, I was thinking of this Bigfoot. Where actually he meant this Bigfoot. So there's this 1-star review on Barnes & Noble where the person left it anonymously. Of course, he was telling me about this, so I said, okay, let's go and look at Barnes & Noble real quick, and I want to see what this review is saying. And they're saying, I really enjoyed it until the end. I get through 10 pages, and it's like, that's it? Yeah, that was it. That was the end of the short story right there. And it's funny how it says, she didn't finish it. And I'm like, okay, I know I just started YouTube, but I have been on Twitter for a few years. You should be able to check that I'm definitely male. Well, last time I checked anyway. I mean, sure, in this day and age, I could identify as female and no one could question me. I don't know. If that's the case, I'm one ugly woman.
It is ma'am!
Okay, let's move on from here. I mean, this isn't one of those short stories I found while I was on Smashwords, and it's not like I'm going to change into a girl in the course of a couple hours. In fact, I kind of talk about that in traffic a little bit. I mean, it's not exactly like that, but there is a situation where something like that's involved. That particular aspect was a lot more plausible how I put it in my book. It took several years for what happened to this individual. If you're curious, go check that book out. Anyway, let's get back to talking about my short story Bigfoot, shall we? Anyway, he's telling me I should continue on with this series. Of course, this whole time I'm just laughing because he just hated the ending, how I just left it.
We are laughing.
Yes, we are. And I said, well, that's just how it ends, man. So I do have a couple ideas on where that short story can go. In fact, while I was there, the ideas were starting to come into my head. I'm like, okay, I could do this, I can do that, let's try this. He's like, don't tell me, don't tell me! And of course I'm thinking, okay, I won't tell you. You're probably going to watch the video and you're going to comment, then everyone's going to know who you are. So this short story just deals with the legend of Bigfoot, and I figured, okay, why not put my spin on it? Let's see what I can do with it. And I had a lot of fun with it when I first wrote this, as I said, about 10 years ago. But I decided, okay, let's just wrap it up. Let's just do the short story the way we have it and let it go. So after 10 years, maybe I'll make it better. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you are, consider subscribing if you haven't already. Click on that bell icon so you're notified when I post new videos. Put your comments in the section below. I do enjoy reading those, and have a great day. See ya!